I dream I know deep up my feelings for you. Watch them grow, perceive, devote.
Everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be ranking my top 25 movies of 2020 plus 5 honorable mentions. So without further ado, let's get in. But first I want to tell you the criteria. There are 3 points that I looked at. How good the acting was, how good the directing was, with the special effects and everything, and then how much I really liked the movie and enjoyed it while watching it. So without further ado, let's get into our first honorable mention. I picked 5 honorable mentions. Here's our first honorable mention with Let's Scare Julie. So, I did like the directing and I did like the acting in this movie. Especially, what's her name? The main girl. I'll think of it hopefully before I get done talking about this movie, but I did like the acting in this movie, but it was a little convoluted at some points. The plot wasn't, but it was just like lost me off track. I got bored watching it, so yeah. Let's Scare Julie. There was some amazing elements with the mask. I did like the mask, and the actors in this were all amazing. But this movie of all, But if you want to watch it, you can. Coming in our next honorable mention, we have Camp Coldbrook. I did like this movie. I liked the ghost parts in this movie. Plus, I did like the acting, especially Danielle Harris from Halloween. And then you got Chad Michael Murray. You know him from like Riverdale, is what I mainly know him from. But I did love those 2 actors the most in this. This movie did lose me. It kind of got boring at points. It only ran 89 minutes, but I was really not interested in it half the time. But yeah, Camp Coldbrook, I'd check it out. Especially, just check it out for Danielle Harris's and Chad Michael Murray's performances. Alright, my next honorable mention is The New Mutants. This movie was, trash. It did have the guy from Stranger Things in it, but all in all, this movie was weird. It's not a really good horror movie, but I did like some of the parts of it, but it was in development hell for too long, so I didn't really like it. Coming in my next honorable mention, we have The Owners. I loved Maisie Williams' performance in this, but this movie, it's a little too much rip-off Don't Breathe type, where they break into the house, the owner comes after them, and, you know, chaos unfolds, basically. But really, all in all, I didn't really like this. It was okay in some parts, but, like, this reminded me of too much. Don't Breathe was an amazing film, and now you see films trying to copy it. I'm not saying this is a blatant ripoff of Don't Breathe. Don't take my word into that account. This movie had some good elements, but it reminded me too much of Don't Breathe. I cannot talk today, guys. I am so sorry. My final honorable mention, we have Smiley Face Killers. This movie was okay. I did like the death scenes in this, but this movie just flat out was not good. This guy was from Bret Easton Ellis, who also created American Psycho, but really, not that well. I liked the acting in it was okay, but like, this is too weird. It was a little weird at most parts, which kind of lost my gauge of interest, but yeah. That's my final honorable mention. Now we get into the list. Coming in at number 25, we have Fear Farm. I did like the parts of this movie where they go into the maze and they start getting killed one by one, but it lost me at the point they're making skincare, which if you're into skincare, go on it, but I didn't really like that part of the movie. I did like the chainsaw in the movie. It's got a bunch of good kills, but at the point this movie loses its focus through what it's trying to say, and at some points it just feels like they're going way off topic here and there. But the good parts of it was the kills, and it kind of has like a Rob Zombie-ish Texas Chainsaw Massacre feel, which is also the quote on the back, but that's what I got reminded of most when watching it. So yeah, that's number 25, Fear Farm. Coming in at number 24 of the list, we have Tales from the Hood 3. I liked the first one. The second one was okay. The third one was a little bit better than the second one. Redeeming quality, you do get Tony Todd in it. But some of the stories were just long, like the second story about the man in the zoo. I did like the first story with the burn victim thing. Then the third story, which was the singer, I think. I like that one. And the fourth, I think there's 4 or 5. I can't remember for sure. But then I did like the one with the guy who, the serial puncher who killed somebody, and then it just has a lot of fart jokes in it. That's redeeming quality. But this movie, all in all, I mean, I'd watch it. I did enjoy it some parts, but some parts were just hard to enjoy. Alright, coming in at number 23, we have the Jack in the Box, which I think is getting a sequel or some sort of this year, but I watched this one, it was okay. I did like the Jack in the Box in the film, but it was just like freaking weird at most parts, which I didn't really like. But all in all, I can't say much about this movie because it was too horrible, and I don't want to bash it on camera that much, because I could sit here for 45 minutes straight and bash everything I hated in this movie. But acting wasn't good, story was weird, but I didn't really like it. Next, we have a Shudder original coming in at number 22. We have Party Hard, Die Young. I did like this movie, except the one thing is it was in a different language, so I had to watch it with the English audio, and it did not match up at some points. But some redeeming qualities were the acting in it was pretty good. It was on Shudder, so it has, most Shudder films are good, but this one, compared to most of the other ones on my list, does not hold up well. But I did like some of this. Alright, let me get it over here. I've got the rest of mine on the list over here. Let's grab them. Alright, coming in at number 21, we have Revenge. I do like this story. I like the acting it's got. I think she was in Game of Thrones, if I'm not sure. Yeah, I think Gemma Whelan from Game of Thrones was in this. I do like the part of the pregnant lady killing because her baby is telling her to do it, which is kind of sells the link between a mother and her baby. But the movie lost me at a bunch of points, but I did like the kills in it. I can't help, I just, in every movie I'm like, I like the kills because these movies have good kills. Don't get me wrong, they may have terrible acting, but these are good kills. But the main lady in this one right here, killed it. Good performance. Sort of reminds me of Rosemary's Baby, but not really. But yeah, that's Revenge. Alright, coming in at number 20 on my list, we have Open 24 Hours. This is about a girl whose ex-boyfriend escapes from a psych ward and comes after her. He tried to kill her. She burned him alive. She got off on it, and he comes back and gets her. He picks off her friends. I like the kills. I like the burn makeup on the ex-boyfriend. It looked amazing. But this movie lost me at some points because it was a little slow paced, and then towards the end it starts ramping up until that big moment where it's her and her boyfriend captures her, puts her in the back with her friends, kills off some of them, and then she kills the boyfriend at the end, I think. I can't remember. I've watched this so long ago, but I did like it. But yeah, that's number 20. Coming in at number, 19, we have Babysitter Killer Queen. It is about Cole. It picks up with Cole, and nobody believes him about the night with the devil cult, his previous babysitter. Even the girl he kissed at the end of the first one, Melanie, does not believe him, so he decides to go on this little getaway with Melanie, and we find out Melanie has signed the book, and everybody is resurrected, basically. And it picks up with them trying to kill Cole, get his blood so they can get what they want. Until we find out that Cole... So this girl, played by, I can't remember her name, but this girl that Cole meets along the way ends up becoming his girlfriend, and they do the dirty. I'm not going to say that on YouTube because demonetization. Don't want to get that. But yeah, and it finds out that the actual original babysitter set them up to cross paths somehow. And the reason she's in that cult was because she made a deal with a demon to save the girl because they collided in a car crash, which killed the girl's parents. And I did like this movie. The kills were good. That is why number 19 is The Babysitter Killer Queen. Coming in at number 18, we have Relic. I like this movie. It's about a mom who goes missing and then she somehow shows up, but their family thinks that there is a demonic sort of thing attached to the mother, and we slowly find out that there is. I like the acting. I like the way this movie was built up. It was all right, amazing. But yeah, I did like this movie, and yeah. Coming in at number 17, we have Fantasy Island. I was super excited about this movie, and when I got it, it was okay. It wasn't really that good, but it was sort of, parts were good. It's about, you go to the island, and it makes your fantasies come true, and the main girl, played by, what is her name? Lucy Hale, brings everybody to this island because she wants to get revenge because they were all in... Everybody that she brings in the island was sort of responsible for the death of the guy she loved. And so we pick up with her and everybody there, and they start... Their fantasies start killing them one by one until the end where they finally win. Yeah, I'm trying not to spoil these movies for you guys if you haven't seen them. But next, coming in number 16, we have Death of Me with Maggie Hugh. This movie, and Luke Hemsworth. This movie was okay. I liked some parts of it, especially when they go on the vacation. That was a good scene. They slowly find out that they're gonna, like, some death happen. I can't explain this movie well because I didn't really like it. Acting was okay, but every part of this movie sucked. But yeah, that's number 16, and I don't even want to go into explanation for that because it sucks so bad that I'm going to sit here and bash them. And if I sit here and bash it, I'll bash it for 45 minutes. You know that. And I really don't want to make this movie, or this video, like 2 hours long. Next, we have, coming in at number 15, we have Annabellum. I liked some parts of this movie, like Janelle Monáe killed it. Amazing. But this movie lost me at some points, and I don't want to get into any plot points because I don't want to, like, I don't know how I can describe this without, like, taking off people because I don't want to do that. So, this movie was okay. Redeeming quality, you get Janelle Monáe in it. Everything else about this movie wasn't really that good, but I get the story it was trying to tell, and it is a really good message, but I don't think it was that okay. Alright, coming in at number 14, we have a psychedelic movie. This reminded me of a little bit of Mandy, but at number 14 we have The Beach House. I liked this movie, especially like the vibrant colors in it was amazing. The story was amazing, but it lost me at some points because sometimes it's hard to understand parts of this movie, which I get. But this movie was okay. I really did like it. That's why number 14 is The Beach House. Alright guys, now we're getting there. Coming in number 13, we have The Craft Legacy. I love the original Craft. And this movie I liked a lot. I was super excited for it, but there were some weird parts. It tries to be too similar to the original, which I do like, but I think maybe some parts you should like make it your own movie, which it does in some parts, but not enough. But the redeeming quality is the 4 main girls are awesome. You get David Duchovny, or how do you say his last name? From the X-Files, and you also get Fairuza Balk from the first movie that makes a surprise cameo at the end of the movie. Don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, this movie holds up well for me. I did like it. Coming in at number 12. This anthology, or like scare package. I think it's like an anthology almost, but not really. It's about this guy who tells stories to a job applicant and tries to set out and teach him new rules of horror. And so you get these stories and good kills. Some of these stories are weird, and I did enjoy this movie a lot, but not as good as the rest of this list. But number 11, we got We Summon the Darkness. You get Amy Forsyth, which was, I think, was in Hellfest. You get Alexandria Daddario, and you get Johnny Knoxville from, I'm not gonna, the J.A., I don't want to get, like, demonetized. But yeah, I like this movie. It's about a cult that goes around killing people, spreading the word, We Summon the Darkness. They lure these guys from the concert, and they kill them. They try to kill them. I love this movie. Johnny Knoxville had the best line ever. It's gonna get me demonetized, so I'm gonna say it anyway, but he goes, "What are you doing? I had to shoot one of the bastards in the front yard." That line gets me every time I watch this. Yeah, I love this movie. Johnny Knoxville was amazing. So was Alexandra Daddario and Amy Forsyth. Alright, that is number 11. Now we're in the top 10. Let's get to number 10. We have... Alone. This is about a woman who gets trapped or stalked and chased by a serial killer in the woods but first he captures her, and then she gets away, and it's basically like he's trying to capture her in the movie while she's in the woods. And I like this movie. It's amazing, good ending, good story, great acting, everything was amazing in this movie. Sorry, my throat's a little dry, but let's get into the next movie with Betty Giplin and Hilary Swank in The Hunt. I love this movie. Great kills, great acting, complete, awesome performance by Betty Gilpin. She was an amazing fighter. Oh my gosh, she messed some people up in that film. I loved it. The kills were amazing. It's about these rich folk who hunt people at a manor. And that's all I'm going to say. This movie was amazing. Check it out if you have not watched it. Coming in next, we have, at number 8, we have The Dark and the Wicked. I love this movie. It was super scary. It was super well acted. Gave me some really good scares in the movie. I don't want to spoil anything. You need to watch this if you have not watched it, because I highly recommend it. Anything in my top 10, really top about 12, about top 14 I would recommend watching, but this one was amazing. I loved it. I'm so happy that I watched it. Coming in at number 7, Possessor. I got the uncut on 4K. This is by Brandon Cronenberg, son of David Cronenberg. And this is an amazing film. I love it. It's about a girl who uses brain implant technology to take control of people's bodies and execute them. But she gets into this one guy's mind, and she finds out that maybe he can kill me, and it's done well. Amazing scenes, amazing actors. Brandon Cronenberg, amazing just like his father. Alright, coming in at number 6, we have Never Hike in the Snow, which is a sequel to Never Hike Alone, released on YouTube by Vincent DeSanti. I love this film. It's an amazing Friday the 13th fan film. We pick up with Jason, and it's basically got the people from part 6. Like, you get the sheriff, I'm trying to remember his name. You get Tommy Doyle is back, which is amazing. I love the acting in this film. This film is amazing. I hope they keep making them. They can make 45 for all I care. I'll keep watching them. But I did like this film, and this was an amazing film. Sorry, my dog's down here. But yeah, I did love this film, and it was amazing. So watch it if you have not seen it. Alright, number 5. We have Joe Keery and Spree. I love this film, and it was an amazing film. It's like modern day social media take on American Psycho. And it's about this guy, played by Joe Keery, who keeps trying to get famous, tries everything on the internet and cannot find a way to get famous. So he decides, I'm gonna kill people. And he starts killing people and filming it on this rideshare app, and basically called Spree, and he starts getting famous, and it goes to his head. He keeps trying to kill people, trying to be the best. And I like this movie. Great acting by Joe Keery, and I can not recommend it enough. Alright, top 3. Number 3. Or no, actually, no. Top 4, my bad. Number 4, we have Host. I love this film. It's like, it was filmed in the pandemic, and it's basically they try to do a seance over Zoom, because they filmed this all over Zoom due to the pandemic, and this movie was amazing. I love it. It was so good. It has so many good scares. Great acting by everybody. There was like really nothing wrong with this movie. It was so amazing, and I'm so happy for the people who made this, that they could make this good movie. Alright, that's number 4, Host. Number 3, we have The Rental. This was an all-out great movie, directed by Dave Franco, and it was awesome. It stars Alison Brie, Sheila Van, Jeremy Allen White from Shameless, and Dan Stevens. It's about these guys who go to a vacation house, and they find there's a camera in the shower, but they don't want to tell anybody because the guy cheated on his girlfriend, and they caught it on camera. And so this guy comes to the house who set the camera and starts killing them off one by one. And this is just an amazing film, well paced, really good suspense in this film, great acting, and I loved it. Alright, coming in at number 2, we have Vince Vaughn and Katherine Newton in Freaky, directed by Christopher Landon, who also did the Happy Death Day films. This movie was amazing. I love the kills, I love the acting, and it's just all out great. Great directing, great acting, great kills. Katherine Newton and Vince Vaughn killed it, and it's about this girl who switches body with a serial killer and has 24 hours now to switch back, or she is stuck in the body of the serial killer, who is also being hunted by her sister, who the girl's sister is a cop, and trying to catch this killer right here. And this was just an amazing film, all out, enjoyed, great comedy, great kills, great everything. I'm so happy for this film, and yeah. But there can only be one number 1 movie of 2020, and my number 1 movie of 2020, The Invisible Man, directed by Lee Whannell, starring Elizabeth Moss. This was an amazing film, well paced, well scored. So mad this got snubbed at the Oscars. Just amazing film, great suspense, and it's about this girl who dates this, let's just say basically abusive guy named Adrian Griffin. And Adrian supposedly killed himself, and so she inherits money, but she gets stalked by this invisible force that she knows is there, but nobody believes her. And the invisible force wreaks havoc on her life, messes with her, drives her insane, and slowly but surely she finds out the plot of Adrian's plot, and she's pregnant with his kid. But this is an amazing movie. I cannot recommend this enough. But yeah, that is my list for my top 25 movies of 2020 plus 5 honorable mentions, which should probably just be my top 30 movies of 2020, but I don't know what I'll title this video. But make sure to smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, leave a comment, favorite the video, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I post. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll probably make look forward to another top movies list next year, but this has been my top 25 movies of 2020, finally coming out. I know it's been a long time. I should have uploaded this in January, but I waited. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.